Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final Degrassi podcast of 2011. It's been a great year. Hundreds of you have been watching the videos. Tons of support from everyone. I just decided to try this out this year and, see what would happen, see how it would all be. And, I mean, it was great. It was a big success, and I can't wait to continue doing it and, of course, get some new episodes of Degrassi finally. Supposed to start, I believe, in February, so we still got about 5, 6, 7 weeks until new episodes. But we're over the long haul, and before you know it, we'll be back with all new episodes in the winter, and then before you know it, we'll be back to the daily summer episodes. So tons of Degrassi coming our way. And tons of great stuff with the podcast will be happening in 2012. And I have something very cool planned coming in January for sure this time, in about 2 to 3 weeks. And for those of you who are really missing Degrassi and you need your fix, we have the LA Complex, which will begin airing January 10th, only in Canada, but it will be airing in the US. And the announcement of that is coming also in a couple weeks. It could be on Teen Nick, but I think it's going to be on CW, is what I'm hearing from people. So Cassie Steele is in that. Not quite Degrassi, but it'll be nice to see her back on TV again. And for those in the US, you can always just download or watch the episodes online, because who knows when it will air in the US. I think it might not be airing until the summertime or later in the spring. But that is coming for the Canadian viewers and the people who want to download. So we have that, Cassie Steele, and it's produced and, worked on and stuff in part with some of the Degrassi writers and all that, and producers and everything. So we have that. Teen Nick has released a couple new promos. Some people have decided not to watch them. Some people have watched them. I watched them, I glanced through them. I want to have a lot of surprises. I don't, like I did with the first half of season 11. I tried to stay away from as much as possible, in order to keep the elements of surprise. And it is hard to do, but, they are out there if you want to watch them. I'm not really going to discuss them. Degrassi Nation Awards were a few days ago. They were a lot better this year because of the people who helped vote. Myself and other prominent Degrassi bloggers. Rookie of the Year went to Christine Prosperi, who plays Imogen. I definitely agree with that. Imogen, the character, was fantastic this year. It was a breath of fresh air for Degrassi, and it was unlike anything Degrassi has seen in a while. And I'm definitely excited for more Imogen in season 11. Best Supporting Guest Actor or Actress was a surprise. Miss Torres, Ramona Milano, who portrays Miss Torres, won that. I definitely am not upset with that. I honestly don't even remember who I voted for. I spent like an hour or two and I sat down and I went through all the nominees because I really wanted to, take it seriously. And that was a while ago. And, with all the holidays and everything, I'm trying to remember, who I voted for. I think I might have voted for Miss Torres, but, she definitely was. It was nice to have parents playing a bigger role back in Degrassi, because back in like season 1 and 2, there were storylines with, the one with Parents' Day with Ashley and Toby. Best crying moment, Casey and Jenna give up Tyson. Now, I am not the biggest fan of Jenna or Casey, but especially Jenna, but that scene and that whole setup and everything about it was so powerful, and it was unlike, anything we've seen. That was one of the rare moments in Degrassi history. I think that, if you want to have a top 10 or top 20 countdown of, the most intense moments, I think that would probably be on most people's, list. I mean, it won the award for Best Crying Moment. Song of the Year, Augustana with Steal Your Heart, which is a great song, and I am privileged enough to say that I knew the song before it was in the Degrassi promo. I love Augustana. They're a great band. If the only song you know from them is Steal Your Heart, you gotta check out some of their other stuff. They have a great song called Boston, and they have another one called Sweet and Low. Both of those are two other great songs to check out if you're interested in Steal Your Heart. But yeah, that one's Song of the Year. That was a really hard category for me to pick because there were so many good songs that I discovered from Degrassi. I think Song of the Year, like Shark in the Water was last year's and Still Your Heart was this year's. I think those shouldn't be eligible for Song of the Year because those are typically, I think Shark in the Water won last year too, or what, it was at least close to winning or something, because those two, the songs on the extended promos are the ones that people remember most because everyone is waiting for the new season to start, and we're watching that extended promo, replaying it over and over and over. The song's in your head and you're singing it and you're loving it. And I think it doesn't give a fair chance to some of the other songs in the episodes, especially since Steal Your Heart wasn't actually used in an episode. Shark in the Water from last year was actually used in All Falls Down, so technically that, gets a pass. But while I have no problems with Steal Your Heart winning, it is a fantastic song. I just think that maybe the Song of the Year category should be altered slightly to give other songs a chance, or maybe pick 2 or 3 songs that were really good, because obviously there's on average 4 or 5 songs in every episode, and I mean you're looking at 100+ songs per season. So storyline of the year, as we said, Tyson put up for adoption. That was a great storyline, and topped off with one of the best single moments of Casey and Jenna's characters, period, of season 11, and probably the history of the show is when they gave up Tyson. Couple of the year, of course, Eclair. There's nothing really to say on that. Actress of the year, Charlotte Arnold won for Holly J. Now for this, I'm pretty sure I picked Annie Clark, Fiona. Fiona was phenomenal this year. Holly J was phenomenal this year as well. And, Bianca, Alicia Josephic was also great. There was a lot of strong actresses of the year. I think I would have gave it to Annie, Fiona, but I have no problem with Charlotte winning either. Episode of the year, Extraordinary Machine won. Great episode there. There were so many good choices. I mean, the final scene with Holly J and all the graduates, and of course giving up baby Tyson, and Eli and his big monologue in the play. I mean, all these things in the different episodes. There were so many good things. Extraordinary Machine, once again, there's no problem with that winning. It was a great episode. There were so many great episodes. It was really hard to pick just one that was the best. And Actor of the Year, Monroe Chambers. Now, last year, people were upset that, Monroe Chambers won, like, everything. But in terms of the male actors, it's kind of... he was really good. You can't deny the fact that Monroe Chambers was fantastic this year. And even though, KC and everything with his storyline was really good, I just think, Eli took it to another level, and it was just... it was just a great portrayal. I mean, so I have no problems with Monroe Chambers winning that. I think he definitely probably is currently the best male actor on the show. And, maybe he will lose his spot in season 11. We have some newcomers coming and more characters, and, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, everyone, again, for listening to the podcast all year long, and I'll see you all in 2012. I hope you have fun tonight. I hope you had a great holiday, and I can't wait to talk more Degrassi with you. Thank you so much.